Duke It Out Blue Devil Football Talk is brought to you by our great sponsors. We're live each Monday night at Walk On Sports Bistro, located at the Avenue West Cobb, where Blue Devil fans can get 10% off dine-in meals. Thanks to our show sponsors, Marietta Toyota and Cawthorn, Owen & Sanders. We appreciate Wellstar Pediatric Orthopedics and Dr. Albert Pendleton for their support of our student athletes. Wings on Wheels sponsors our Wow Fan of the Week and keeps our crew fed on Friday nights. Shirt Shanty hooks us up with our new Blue Devil News shirts. Support these partners who support Blue Devil football. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Duke It Out, Blue Devil Football Talk with Coach Cameron Duke. I'm your host, Ted Mayer. We're coming to you from the studios of Good Morning Marietta on the campus of Marietta High School, home of the Blue Devils. All right, Coach, let's bring you in. How you doing? It was a tough weekend, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I was proud of Friday night's effort. The outcome was not what we wanted. Played a really good Harrison team at their place in a shootout. And a few plays here and there, it's a different game. But, I was proud of the effort. And overall, I'm very proud of this year's team. I hate that it's come to an end. I wish we were still practicing today. But we were fortunate to make the playoffs. Tough round one game. Hats off to Harrison and their program. But also hats off to our Blue Devils and for their effort. And for the year that they had. Nearly
a combined 900 yards of offense for both teams combined. It was an up and back battle, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think people got their money's worth. If you like offensive football, this was the night for you.
Absolutely. Okay, so you come into Harrison. You've got a 1 week break. You get an extra week of practice, extra film study, extra weightlifting. Everybody gets healed up a little bit, and now you're getting warming up here. What's the focus of the team?
Well, I thought we had a good week. We were healthy, probably about as healthy we've been all year. It was a cool night. It wasn't freezing cold, but it was a great night for football, and I thought a really good environment over at Harrison. Our guys were excited. I thought they'd been locked in all week. We wanted to come out and start fast. I thought we were able to do that offensively with the opening drive, but we knew it was going to be tough for us defensively with how talented they are at the quarterback position and some of the skill position. They have a really well-coached and talented offensive line. So our work was cut out for us. But again, I thought we had a great off week before the playoffs, and this past week I thought we had a really good week of preparation. I knew that these guys wanted to continue this journey together because there's a lot of love in this program. I saw it all week with how they practiced. We were fired up to be in this opportunity. Again, great environment for high school football. We're in the biggest classification and arguably the best state for high school football. So we knew we had our work cut out for us.
And I love the walkthrough.
Yeah.
I love the walkthrough with the fans in the stands. I think that's a great ad.
We want to show our support and thank all the Blue Devils that traveled over to Harrison. I thought our sidelines were great. Our fans were rocking the cheer, the band, everybody was there. We were ready to go.
Okay, you lost the coin toss, and Neesmith picks it up here.
Jackson Neesmith had himself a good game. He started with a great return right there.
He did, absolutely. And then Isaac Copeland.
Isaac Copeland out of the backfield playing our H-back position. Junior, you're going to hear me say that a lot. Junior, big game. Isaac Copeland, 80 yards receiving.
And the workhorse of the team, Titus Grant.
Titus Grant, I saw this. Thank you, Mark Willard. He had highest runs that he had were 21 carries for 123 yards and a few touchdowns. So, in fact, I think he had 3 touchdowns.
And a flag on defensive pass interference against Elijah Green.
Yeah, they did. Elijah had a big touchdown later, but I thought it was got open right there. Defensive pass interference, all right call.
Ooh, almost got it for Jaden Whiteside, quarterback keeper.
Gets us down to the 1. Real well-designed play by our offensive staff.
There we go.
Yep, and big Bruce and Titus Jr. With the touchdown. He had 3 on the night, and he had 18 total for the season.
It's fantastic. He's certainly a workhorse of the offense. And once again, Coach, here's the opportunity for you to work on your jumping skills.
I know, I see that, and I got some work to do in the offseason.
It's all good, Coach. We'll hit the weights for the legs. Okay, 7-0. First drive for the Blue Devils. It was 6 plays, 55 yards, ends in a touchdown. 7-0 Marietta.
I thought we came out. We were sharp. We were crisp. Take the opening drive and scoring.
All right, here's Aiden Watson, quarterback for Harrison, and tackled by Dante Young and Devan Plummer.
This guy had himself a night. Can run it. Can really. He also is a good passer. Dynamic quarterback, dual threat kid. They did some really good stuff offensively. Put us in a bind. But you see, we're still great effort, great tackle right there. Great tackle by Jude Morris to get short. But this young man, he had a really good game, and it still bothers me talking about it. But
Ganante, in for
we're gonna continue to grow and learn from this.
Yeah, Watson in for the TD, 7-7 now, and Harrison kicks off, and Elijah Green has a nice return here.
Yep, off the bounce. They were trying to do some pooch kicks early. He was one tackle away from taking that all the way to the house.
He was close, got you to midfield, that's for sure. You move on down the field, Coach, and here's Titus Grant one more time, and he gets a face mask right there. No telling how far he would have gone.
Buck sweep action. I thought we were able to run the ball effectively. We had 169 yards rushing. We were able to throw the football effectively, over 300 yards passing. So we were balanced offensively. But yeah, Titus with a good run and added face mask.
And this was a 4th down play for you and just a tick overthrown.
Yeah, play before that we had something we really wanted. We missed it right there, just a little bit overthrown. We had a guy open. Quarterback had a great night, 20 for 30, but I know that was one play he'd like to have back because we had Elijah Green in the end zone.
Washington here and tackled by Jude Morris and Alec Huff combined on the tackle. 2
young men, Jude, who's a junior, but Alec Huff is a senior, man. Plays so hard and we're going to miss him.
Caleb Graham with a wonderful open field tackle right there.
I love that tackle in the open field by Caleb. Caleb is a young man that's gotten better and better and tougher and become a really good tackler for us.
And the student section showed up. They came to Harrison and were ready to cheer you folks on.
They were awesome all night. I'm so proud of our student section. We have the best student section there is in the state of Georgia.
Absolutely. All right, we're in the second quarter, still tied 7-7.
And, you see they're able to kind of sustain drives. They were able to march on us a lot of the night, and they're able to convert 3rd downs, 4th downs, and in this one right here,
he's a quarterback keeper.
Yeah, we had everything covered up. He looked to throw it, pump fake. We got to leave our feet. Can't do that. Can't leave your feet when you're rushing the passer. He's able to take it in.
14-7 Harrison now. Nice pass here to Elijah Green.
That was Isaac Copeland.
Oh, Isaac Copeland. Excuse me.
He was on the.
And here's Titus Grant.
Yeah, and we get some tempo going. So we were able to get the thing kind of going, playing with the tempo we wanted to play at, finish it off with a touchdown run on buck sweep to the boundary. But right there, that drive was important. We're down 14-7. We needed to put together a drive. Started with the pass to Isaac Copeland, and we were able to mix in the run. But again, we were playing with the tempo that I want us to play at all year, heading into next year. We want to play fast. We want to play a fast, physical brand of football, and that drive right there kind of demonstrated who we want to be and who we've become offensively.
Absolutely. 4 plays, 80 yards on that drive. And that was the second of Titus's 3rd TDs of the night.
Yeah.
And Mr. Automatic.
Mr. Automatic is right. I'm going to miss Cole Bumgardner. What a weapon. Him and Davis Parrott.
Absolutely.
2 of the best kickers I've ever had the opportunity to coach.
Tied 14-14. Now you're doing a pooch kick. What were
you
thinking, Coach?
There was a big open area. This was a little bit of an onside. We had it, and all week that ball had been bouncing back, and it didn't on that one. If it would have bounced back, we would have been able to get on it. It was a little bit of a gamble, but we wanted to take some shots when we had the opportunity.
Max Turner with that, and we'll move forward in the drive, and once again, Watson with a quarterback keeper into the end zone.
Yeah, again,
4 plays, 69 yards. They were running fast as well.
Yeah, again, very well. They came in 9-1, a really good offensive team.
All right, Jaden's in the pocket, and he decides to pass, and a nice to Anderson.
Yep, Samaj Anderson, quarterback gets out, scrambles, able to buy some time with his feet. Does a great job finding Samaj right there. And again, you're seeing the tempo.
Here's a jet sweep right to. Yep. Jet sweep to Landon Mannery.
Landon Mannery with a great run. He was feeling healthy. I was glad to get him back. You saw that was an outside stretch, and he was able to cut and make a really good play.
And Elijah Green off to the left side.
Oh, that's Isaac Copeland again.
Oh, excuse me.
Yep, and just, again, finishing runs. I love that. I mean, he's a junior. He's had himself a heck of a year.
And here we go.
Yep, touchdown. Elijah Green.
Yep.
Post pattern. Quarterback does a good job getting it over the backside safety's head. A great play. Senior. I think Elijah Green had 9 touchdowns on the year. He was battling an ankle for most of the night. Boy, I was proud of him. Going to miss number 8, man. But a big touchdown, big answer to make it 21-21.
8 plays, 79 yards on that drive, that's for sure. And are you exchanging apple pie recipes here? You had several conversations with the refs.
There were some things that I wanted to see done. If you're going to do it both ways. If you're going to make calls both ways. That's all I was telling them.
I got you.
In a nice way.
Yes, I understand that. All right, here's a nice tackle by Turner.
Max
in the open field once again.
And here's again, that young man right there, Max Turner's battling. He was battling a hamstring. You see him? Mm-hmm. Our guys are warriors. One thing when you come out and watch, we got a bunch of guys that are going to fight and play to the end, and they're going to play through nicks, and I was proud of that. Our level of toughness only increased this year. That was led by our senior class, and I thank you for that, because we got to build our program on toughness.
Right there, and that was a defensive stop on their 4th down.
Yeah, big. We needed that right there. We had the opportunity right before half. We were trying to get some stuff going. We're able to get a wheel route right there to Samaj.
Wide open, Coach.
Yeah, so we're kind of moving. We're trying to get in. It's one of those games. Every possession matters. Every point matters. When it's kind of a back and forth deal, we actually end up stalling out, unfortunately, this drive. I don't know if it's going to show.
The band was playing. Yeah, the cheerleaders were high, and you'd called timeout.
Right.
And here's toward the very end of the game.
Yeah, we tried to throw it right before the half. We tried to throw a Hail Mary.
I'm sorry, not the half. Yeah.
Yeah, see if we could get it down.
Yeah.
But
you had chances there.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
There was some stuff that I probably would have done differently offensively. Right there, with maybe just trying to get us in the field goal range. And make a long story short, we go into halftime. It's a tie game, 21-21.
And you had to be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you're on the road.
Yeah.
This is the top 10 team in the state of Georgia. 9-1. It's 21-21. I was proud of our effort and fight. I thought offensively we were executing. There was a couple situations and drives and calls that I would have loved to have back. But we were able to get a stop there defensively right before half, and that was big for us to keep the game tied.
Absolutely. All right, there's your first half highlights, and we'll be right back for the second half highlights right after this message.
You don't have to face tough legal challenges alone. At Cawthorn, Owen & Sanders, we're Atlanta's-caring lawyers, fighting relentlessly for your family, your future, your rights. Whether it's divorce and family law, estate planning, personal injury, or education and employment matters, our experienced team puts you first. Recognized for our community service and backed by decades of legal excellence. Contact Cawthorn, Owen & Sanders today for a confidential consultation.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome back to Duke It Out, Blue Devil Football Talk with Coach Cameron Duke, and we're reviewing the Harrison game. And Coach, you're coming out of the locker room, tied 21-21. You're in pretty good shape, actually. You're going to kick off to Harrison, but what'd you tell your team?
It was one of those deals. We had some adjustments we wanted to try to get corrected in all 3 phases. We knew that whoever won the second half was going to win the game.
Absolutely.
And we knew there was going to be a fight to the end, and you're on the road. A great environment against a really good team, so we had our work cut out for us. There were some things we wanted to get cleaned up.
Love the student baby powder.
Yeah, right, I do too.
Again. At the end of halftime.
It's classic.
It's a Marietta game when you see that. So.
Yeah, our student section again.
All right. Watson here with a quarterback keeper. Looked like kind of a busted play. Yeah, Coach, this is the first play out of the locker room.
Yeah, we bring a blitz. We kind of have 2 guys in the same gap, unfortunately. And they called us. The number 12 does a really good job. That young man's got elite speed. We knew our work cut out for us, but they took the opening play.
Yeah, 1 play, 80 yards.
For a touchdown, yeah.
Sure did. And then here's Hudgens with pass to him, and Morris makes the tackle in the open field. Saw him come and cut the angle.
Yep. Yeah, they're able to come out, and we stalled out our first offensive drive, which you cannot not do.
Right.
And number 12 goes in and puts it in again, and just he had himself a night.
Next thing you know, it's 35-21.
Yeah, here's the deal. We're in this situation, and how are we going to respond on the road in the playoffs? It's 35-21. This is probably one of the better drives that we've had all year. We ended up taking it 90 yards.
Right.
And scoring on this drive. And again, we're able to mix in the pass and throw. Great catch by Brody Archie. Right. Hit himself a great game.
He's going to have another catch here in a little bit.
Yeah, a junior.
Yep.
And just second half of the season really came on. Reverse to Samaj Anderson.
Yeah, look at that. Kept his feet.
Yep.
Didn't go down.
Guys they're playing.
Extra yards.
Yep. We are, this was an 18 play.
Here's a
Neesmith
catch.
Yeah, Neesmith comes in. We have a beat up, banged up Elijah Green with an ankle. Neesmith steps in, next man up mentality, has a big catch on 3rd down right there to continue.
Ran up the middle, chews up some yards for you off to the right side.
Yep, we're balanced. We're moving the sticks. We're playing with tempo.
And you made them call a timeout.
Right.
You were playing with so much tempo. I noticed you were coming up to the line of scrimmage. They were trying to swap out defensive players, and they had to call timeout.
Yep.
Otherwise, there were too many on the field because Jaden was ready to snap the ball.
Yeah, we were doing a really good job of playing at the tempo we wanted to. Look at this. We caught it at the right time, reverse pass.
I love it.
To the quarterback, Jaden Whiteside, on a touchdown.
Unfortunately.
I'll tell you this. On this drive, again, 18 plays, 90 yards. We scored 3 times. Two of them got called back.
You did.
And I'm still looking for some of the penalties, but that's a whole different story. I love that catch. That's how you attack.
Beautiful Brody Archie. Yep.
Brody Archie, Jr., coming back, big second half of the year. Confidence is high. He had a big game.
Here's your second touchdown that was called back. Whiteside wide open right to the pylon.
Yeah, Jane Whiteside.
And your frustration, I feel your pain, sir.
Yeah,
I know it. But
that was a conversation for me and him to have there. I let him know what I thought.
Understood.
But again, response, right? What do you do when things don't go the way that you want them to do? And our team had done that all year, man. That's what we want to see within our men.
And here's Samaj Anderson right there in the end zone.
Yeah, and they call a targeting play. He catches that ball and takes a big hit and secures it. Love it. Toughness, Ted. That's who we want to be, man. That's what, mentally and physically. And I watched our guys grow in that area all year. I'm so proud of that. That's a big, tough catch for a touchdown.
Absolutely, and Cole Baumgartner with the extra point. And so now it's you're within a touchdown, 35-28.
Yeah, we take the drive. We now make it a 7-point game. That was a really good response, being down 2
Now
scores.
onside kick. So you're kicking in midfield.
I thought it was a great opportunity for it. There were some things we would like to have done a little bit differently with how we converged on it. It was the right distance of a kick, and we wanted to be aggressive to try to steal a possession and get the ball back. Unfortunately, we didn't.
That's okay. It's start of the fourth quarter. You're just down by a touchdown, and once again, Watson with a quarterback keeper.
Yep, they were able to spread us out. They were really good in their RPO game, spread us out, and then he was able to find creases all night.
Yeah, that was an 11-play, 67-yard drive on that one.
Yep.
Now it's time for your offense to get working in the fourth quarter. So you get a nice pass to Samaj Anderson, and you get a flag, Coach.
Yeah, he
finally get a
back.
call your way.
Yeah, he's fighting back for the ball. We always tell our quarterback to give our receivers a chance. He did right there. Samaj trying to fight back for the ball.
Take 2. Here's Samaj Anderson one more time.
Yep.
And flag comes in right there.
Yep. Again, just trying to battling for the ball. And again, then we kind of get going. Quarterback does a good job.
Nice pass to Titus.
Yep, dumping it off, kind of a check down right there to Titus. Again, trying to figure, let's move the chains. Let's still be patient.
Jackson Neesmith here with a catch.
Yeah, it makes a good move. Right,
Look at that.
A tackle.
Get you extra yards, Coach.
Yep, yards after catch.
You love those.
And he's a junior, and he came in and made plays for us. Really proud of him all year.
And here comes a nice play to Titus Grant on the right side. Student body left, I suppose, there. And here we go.
Well,
you get a little something extra, Coach.
Outside stretch play.
There goes the flag.
He was fighting for every yard. Titus has had a great year. He's battled, and he's got the spirit of what we want all of our Blue Devils to have.
One more time, Titus Grant into the end zone.
Yep, good forward body lean, gets behind his pads, able to finish off the drive with a touchdown. Again, we get it within one score.
Absolutely. 8 plays, 78 yards on that drive. That was 21 carries, as you mentioned, 123 yards for Titus. He was certainly the workhorse, and Cole Baumgartner adds the extra point, and you're still down a touchdown, 42-35.
Yeah, we're still in it. And I was proud of you got when you are in the playoffs and you play in November, you got to have a good running game. You're able to get the running game going.
I thought your running game was stellar.
It was strong.
It was fantastic. Sure, there were some stops and they figured you out, but I think when you got to the outside, it certainly worked for you.
Yep.
Beautiful tackle here by Plummer in the open field. Probably saved a touchdown, Coach.
Yeah, DeVan Plummer, man, just plays with incredible motor.
And Markeith Lennon here, shoestring tackle. He's on the bottom, but he gets the runner Washington tripped up.
Yep, I thought he came in and gave us really quality minutes at the linebacker position, number 46, Markeith Lennon.
Harrison would go on to add a field goal to make it 45-35.
Yeah, we were making them work. They were kind of draining the clock.
Yep.
We knew we were now fighting against the clock.
And you're calling your timeouts wisely.
Yeah,
yep.
And I'll tell you this, we had an opportunity to block the field goal.
Yes, sir.
Ted, it was
close. Yes, sir.
It was close, and almost ran by the ball. But we take the drive, we march down.
Here's another catch by Archie.
I mean, again, man, Brody had himself a game. We're excited he's a junior. He's, again, it's just only gotten better and better and better.
Neesmith on the 2-yard line right here, Coach.
Yeah, Neesmith right here goes down, catches the ball, right? And we wanted to try to finish it off with a run.
Absolutely.
Get up in there.
You called timeout to talk about it, and this is 4th down for you coming up.
Yeah, if I could take it back, I would have done something a little different. They brought an extra guy off the edge, and we weren't able to get enough movement right there for them to secure the victory. We had about 30 seconds left, no timeouts. That was heartbreaking. Hats off to Harrison, but those guys are walking off, and they left it on the field, and they've done that all year. When the season does come to a conclusion, when you have relationships, when you love your guys, you want another week to spend together and to build and to grow. And all of a sudden, the season ends in the playoffs. Win or go home, as we know, and we unfortunately didn't get it done. But if you were at the game, you saw a team that I think you're hopefully proud of. Guys.
Very proud, Coach. Very proud.
And guys battled. And our coaches did a good job. And our coaches love these guys. I know I love these guys, and I believe they love each other, and they love Marietta. And for us not to have another week at that moment, it feels like a gut punch.
Absolutely.
But it's because of the relationships. It's nothing more than you want to spend more time together. And when you're in the playoffs and you win, you get another week of practice, you get another week of preparation, you get another week of growth in every avenue, physically, mentally, spiritually. And when you're done, you don't get that opportunity. And that's the feeling that you don't love. But I told our guys, as the season ends, that doesn't mean our relationships end. Relationships last forever. And our seniors, man, I am so proud of them, and I value them because they laid the foundation for us to build, and the foundation is strong.
Right.
And it's a testament to them. They're going to be able to come back and say, I was part of the group that helped build this. Hopefully it's something that they're extremely proud of.
Absolutely. I think everybody in the football program is extremely proud. And we got a little snippet of that in your post-game chat with the team, and let's take a listen.
And I think the hurt is that our season is coming to an end. And I don't think anybody here wanted that. It wasn't a coach, myself, how you guys practice, and let me think that you wanted this season to be that. And it bothers me and it hurts. But I am really, really, really proud of you. I love you to death, and I love the steps that we took. You seniors, man, you laid a foundation for this program for years to come, and I will always be indebted to you. These coaches will be indebted to you because of the foundation that you've laid on what we want this program to be built on. Selflessness, toughness, leadership, and most importantly, love. A lot of love in this community, a lot of love on this football team. Marietta's a special place. You seniors have laid the foundation for so many years to come. You'll come back and you'll say, I was there that got that thing back going in the right direction. I was there when we started 0-4 and won 5 straight to be co-region champs. I was there when our program was built on the foundation of love. I was there. I will always be indebted to you seniors.
All right, Coach, there were a lot of tears of brotherhood, tears of disappointment amongst the players, the parents, everybody. So it was a very emotional time.
Yeah, I think tears of joy. I think tears of this is done, and we didn't want it to be. And right. I think when things are done well, and that's a testament to our entire village. All of our coaches, all of our parents, our community, our administrations, our teachers, all of our players, we're all in this together. And the most important thing are the relationships that we get a chance to build. And they're not over when the season ends. It's just the season is done. And it was one that I think hurt because it was a season that was full of ups and downs. But one thing that was constant, there was a lot of joy in this year's season, and there was a lot of love. And that is what last more than the wins and losses. And so there were tears. There were tears by myself and players and parents and people in and around our great program, but it was really due to the fact of we know that this journey of the season is over, and that led to some tears. But the things that will last are the relationships and the love that's within our program, and I'm so excited about the future.
It's very bright.
It's
that's
very
for sure.
bright, but this year's team will always be very special to me, our staff, and hopefully this community as well.
Absolutely. And the journey really continues. This is just a stop.
Yeah, the journey doesn't stop. The journey that we're on to help continue to build great men through the game of football as we go and chase championships and wins. But it's so much bigger than football, bigger than just football. And I watch young men grow and make decisions that hopefully are going to last with them in a positive way after they graduate from here and leave our football program. But I watched a group of men grow and mature and develop, and I'm so proud of them. And they took me and my family and our staff that came with me and the staff that we brought in. I'm so thankful and grateful, and I will cherish and love the 2025 Blue Devils for the rest of my life.
Absolutely. And you talked about it, and some of the coaches talked about it in the post chat, that the football season may be over, but we still have to look over each other. We still have to look, make sure everybody continues the journey, right? Let's keep our grades up. Let's graduate. Let's talk, what are we going to do in the future? What's next year going to happen?
Yeah.
And that's great. That is big character building, and I think that's a wonderful thing, Coach.
Football, we don't want to. Football cannot be their identity. It's something they do. We want to go max it out, but there's so much. They are so much more than just a football player. And as they go through as a student, and as they seniors get ready to graduate and move on, we're hoping, and I know we have, that our program, Village, everybody involved has helped shape our young men to go be successful way after they're done playing the game of football. And so I think that was something we got accomplished. And the journey continues, and it doesn't stop, and the relationships will never fade.
Absolutely. All right, thank you, Coach. Well, unfortunately, the season came to an end, but the journey continues, and so there will always be more Marietta football, off-season training, and things like that. And we'll talk about that after this commercial break.
For over 50 years, Shirt Shanty has been Marietta's hometown screen printer, providing custom tees, team gear, and local pride you can wear. Whether you're a business, team, or a true Blue Devil fan, Shirt Shanty brings your design to life with quality and care. Visit shirtshanty.com and shop local tradition today.
Welcome back to Duke It Out, Blue Devil Football Talk with Coach Cameron Duke. All right, it's time to talk about this week's Players of the Game, brought to you by Shirt Shanty. Remember, if you're looking for branded products and apparel, be sure to stop by their store or visit them online at shirtshanty.com. All right, Coach, let's take a look at the Offensive Player of the Week. And he's second time he's been our Offensive Player of the Week.
Well, he plays the most important position there is on offense, and that's the offensive line. He's one of our guards, and that's senior number 53, Trey Hudgens-Tucker. And when you look at it, we had 473 yards total offense. We had 169 yards rushing. We had over 300 yards passing. That doesn't happen without great offensive line play. And we have one senior on the offensive line. I wish we had him back for another year. He's been incredible, consistent. I think he graded out at 100%, Ted. 100%. That means every snap he played Friday, he graded in a plus. It's a plus or a minus. You do your job or you don't do your job. He did his job and did it well every play. Now we're going to miss him. He's got a great future in front of him. But our senior Offensive Player of the Week is offensive guard number 53, Trey Hudgens-Tucker.
Integral part of the offensive line, that's for sure. Our Defensive Player of the Week, Dante Young.
Dante Young, corner. Our corners, I thought, played really well Friday. He had 6 tackles on the night. A senior who's just been Mr. Consistent. A great leader. If I needed something done, I could tell Dante to do it. He would do it, and he'd also make sure everybody else was doing it as well. He had a really good game. He was very vocal. I thought his energy was through the roof. We're going to miss him, number 5, Dante Young. But a great game at cornerback for us with 6 tackles, our Defensive Player of the Week, number 5.
Good deal. And your Special Teams Player of the Week, haven't mentioned his name much, but he was a big part of the defense, that's for sure. Markeith Lennon.
Markeith Lennon came
in on a couple of tackles.
Played linebacker, had multiple tackles Friday, but also plays just about on every special team. He was our special teams captain this year, which basically means he was somebody that we were going to be able to rely on every special teams. a guy that gave consistent effort, always brought positive energy, and then he maxed out every rep that he got. Like you said, he got in and played some linebacker, had some big tackles, but also was helping us on punt and punt return and kickoff and so forth, and does everything that we've asked him to do on the special teams throughout the year. And so our Special Teams Player of the Week, number 46, Markeith Lennon.
Absolutely, and congratulations to Trey Hudgens-Tucker, Dante Young, and Markeith Lennon for being our Players of the Week. Again, that was our Players of the Week, sponsored by Shirt Shanty. We'll be right back after this.
When you have more time being a person than a patient, it means more relationships, adventures, and traditions. Across Georgia, WellStar is helping people enjoy more of what they love by providing more care where they want it, with over 400 medical locations and 24/7 access online and over the phone. Because care that's wherever you are means more respect for who you are. At WellStar, it's more than healthcare, it's people care.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at this week's Student Training Aid of the Week, presented by WellStar Pediatric Orthopedics and Dr. Albert Pendleton. Here is Charlotte Common with more on Diana Becerra.
Hey Blue Devils, I'm here with
Deanna.
And Deanna, how long have you been a part of Sports Med for?
This is my second year in Sports Med.
What is your favorite part about Sports Med?
Just learning different ways that our athletic trainers help our athletes, especially when they're really injured and stuff like that. Like I've seen I think 2 ACL tears, and I've seen just the way they kind of progress, and I think that's really cool.
Do you plan to do this in the future?
Not athletic training, but I do want to go into some type of medical field.
Deanna, how would you describe yourself at the beginning of this program?
Very nervous. I wasn't fully sure the scope of what we do as student aides. Yeah, it was just really nerve-wracking in the beginning, honestly.
Yeah. What kind of clubs and activities are you a part of outside of Sports Med, if there are any?
NHS. I attend Hope meetings every once in a while, and HOSA. I joined HOSA this year.
So, Coach Hop, how have you seen Deanna grow throughout this program?
Like I said, Deanna's incredibly mature, so I've seen her grow in her confidence as she's learned things, as she knows what needs to be done. She's gotten more confident and more outgoing. Deanna's just fun to have in the clinic. She's always happy, always has a smile on her face, and I love to mess with her and pick on her a little bit, and she just takes it in stride, and we just have a good time.
That's good. She told us that she was involved with a lot of academic programs as well, but how would you describe her within the program?
Yeah, she's very level-headed. She's very organized. Like I said, she's graduating early, so it tells you how intelligent she is, and she manages her time really well and juggles things really well.
Thank you, Charlotte. We'll be right back after this quick break.
In Cobb County, baseball is everything. It's a warm summer day with your family at the ballpark. It's bonding with the community by coaching the neighborhood kids. The long road trips to oh so many tournaments. And it's a place where future legends are inspired by the all-time greats. We've always supported the baseball community with dependable vehicles that ensure you are safe at home. Marietta Toyota, we've been here. We're going to be here for you.
And now it's time for this week's Fan of the Game, brought to you by Wings on Wheels on Whitlock, right behind the racetrack. And for this week's theme, the game was whiteout. Coach, do you know what whiteout is?
I do not.
Okay. Well, anyway, we'll explain it to you in a minute.
Oh, well, white out, the stuff that you use to white something out on a...
There you go.
Okay.
That's it. While we were disappointed that no one dressed up like a bottle of whiteout, we were excited to see so many students following the prompt. And this week's fan even donned a mask for the outfit, which made it a little hard to identify, but that's okay. We got it. Congratulations to Joseph Cataray for braving the cold and going all in on whiteout. All the fans were deserving, but Joseph was our selection for the WOW Fan of the Game. Joseph, be sure to stop by Mr. Dempsey's office at F205 and pick up your prize. One more time, thanks to Wings on Wheels all season long. They're located behind the racetrack on Whitlock. Be sure to pick up some of the best food in town at Wings on Wheels. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, Blue. What you doing? Oh, watching highlights from last week's live stream? That's awesome. Hey, everybody. Be sure to download the Blue Devil app on Google Play or on the App Store. Just search Marietta Blue Devils and you'll find our app. It's your one-stop shop, your ultimate resource for all things Marietta athletics. Live streams of all of our sporting events at home, rosters, schedules, ticket sales, anything that you need is on the Blue Devil app. Download the Blue Devil app today on the App Store, Google Play, or using the QR code on the screen. Download it and be a true Blue Devil. Go Big Blue.
Welcome back to Duke It Out, Blue Devil Football Talk. And Coach, we got a question from Kamani White, and he asks, how do you inspire players to give their best effort? And he would like to know if you'd be on his podcast.
I will definitely be on Kamani's podcast in the near future. I think at the end of the day, you can max out your players when they truly love their teammates and playing a selfless brand of football. Because when you do something that's greater than just yourself, you're going to go max out your own ability. And so we want to build and base our program on love for one another. They know that we love them and they love one another. And when you love something, you're going to go do everything you can for that person. And so when you have guys playing for the person next to them, you know, and playing bigger than just for their own glory, they're going to go be able to max out their ability.
Right.
And that's something we always want to do, that they have a great motivation due to how much they care and love their teammates, their brothers, and our special community in school.
Very good. Thank you, Kamani, for that question. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, Coach, you're not practicing for a game, but you will be still practicing football.
Yeah, well, we lift year-round. Coach Grudmeyer in our strength and conditioning program is year-round, so we have them in class. We're going to be lifting. We believe in our guys playing multiple sports, so we're excited that our guys are, as they transition to get a chance to go and play other sports, we want them to do that. A big proponent of track and field. We know that this game is based and built on speed, so we're going to have a lot of guys, of course, playing track. We'll have some guys in basketball, baseball, lacrosse, you name it. So we're excited for that. We will lift year-round, and then, you know, we will gear up for our spring season, which really kicks off in late April, early May as we solidify the calendar. But yeah, football is a year-round deal from the standpoint of building the body, weightlifting, trying to get bigger, faster, stronger in the off season. But also we believe as a staff that it's important and imperative that our guys play other sports if they're capable. So we're excited for that. I'll be excited to get to other games and watching our guys play in the different arenas that they choose. So, but we will build the body and continue to push it in the weight room, and then of course we'll be gearing up for spring and hopefully having a great spring season. And really, spring season starts the 2026 football season.
Right, it does. And you know, the weightlifting is really bonding and time to bond and teamwork and trust your brother, trust your comrade. You know, that's your time to build that. You know, kind of let that mix in and build it all together. There you go.
Sweat equity happens in the weight room, and we got a great strength coach and Coach Grunmeyer, and we will push it in there, and we will. It is rocking and rolling. We're going to amp it up even more now that we're getting into the off season and getting into the time that we really want to build the body and get a lot bigger, faster, and stronger.
Absolutely. All right, Coach. So next year, Marietta, GHSA has brought back the 7A.
Correct.
And it looks like Marietta will have the same region as before. Both the Norths, North Paulding, North Cobb, Cherokee, Etowah, Wheeler, Walton, and Marietta.
And they just added Paulding County.
And North Paulding, yeah.
No, not North Paulding.
Oh, regular Paulding.
Paulding County petitioned to come into our region. They granted it, so we will be in an 8-team region.
Wow.
The same region we had this year, add Paulding High School.
Okay.
Paulding County High School. So we added one more. We're in the process of solidifying and finalizing who's home and away in the region. We have a region meeting coming up. We also will have a big announcement of our Week 1 game that we'll be playing once we solidify that, so be on the lookout for that. Our Week 1 matchup is going to be one that is very unique and exciting for our program. We, of course, will be playing McEachern as an annual rivalry game, you know, and we're solidifying one other game as we speak as well. So we're excited about a great region. It's the same, except now we added Paulding County. That happened today. Then we look forward to our out-of-region game. It's going to be tough, a tough deal, but we're excited about what's ahead. We will be playing a spring game this year. We will look to be hosting that. We'll get the date and location once it's confirmed out to the community. That'll be in May, but the 10th practice will be a scrimmage against another high school And we're going to try to do everything in our power to have that at Northcutt as well.
And hopefully the August scrimmage will be at home as well at Northcutt.
Well,
This past year we played Osborne at Osborne, which
Sure.
was good.
Yep.
You got a lot of things checked off on that first game, on the road, getting on the bus, making a
Right.
little travel, that sort of thing.
Yeah, we will have a scrimmage before the season officially kicks off. And once we finalize that, we'll get that out to the communities. We hopefully are working on that as we speak and try to get that all done prior to the Christmas break.
Absolutely. Well, the future certainly looks bright, so everybody grab your sunglasses because we're going to need shades if you like that reference.
There
Coach.
you go. I do
All
like
right,
that
very
reference.
good.
And I am excited. Like we
are.
The foundation is strong, and now we're going to continue to build. I want to thank the Marietta community. I want to thank everybody here, Mr. Dempsey, his class, Ted. This broadcast has been special to me, throughout the year. But we are going to continue to build a program that makes our community and makes you proud as well. I know I am.
Very good, Coach. And everybody's excited. Anybody that's even close to the Marietta football circle, family circle, knows how excited you have made the program, how excited you've made the fans, and how excited you've made the players.
Well, I think that's
you've gotten them to work together.
And I think what's been beautiful, it's really been a we. It's been a we, our staff, our school, our teachers, our academic advisors, our administration, our community. It's all of us working together, building for the future on one accord. And I think that's what's exciting, is that we're doing this together. And that's been something that has been pleasing this first year as the foundation has been laid.
Very good. Coach, thank you so much. This has been a wonderful season. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing these shows with you this year. It's been an honor and a pleasure for me to be with you. I thank you for letting me in. I know you're coming in with a big army full of people and coaches and players and so forth, and thank you for allowing me access, and it is, what a thrill.
Well,
I'm very honored. So
your
thank
first
you.
class,
well, thank
the
you.
kindness, I am so grateful for. And if you watch this show, you know this guy is a professional. I am not, but you are, Ted, and you have just been a class act and someone that I now call a friend, and I thank you.
Well, you're very kind, Coach. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. And we'd like to thank everyone for watching this past season. We could not have done this without the wonderful, talented people at BlueDevilNews.com. Josh Dempsey and all the students at BlueDevilNews.com helped us out throughout the year. We're grateful for their help, and many of them on their own time, and we greatly appreciate it. I'd like to thank Mark Woolard, our statistician and producer. He brings so much to our show, behind-the-scenes people. Thank you to Jeremy Morris and Roger Stewart for their encouragement and their suggestions, and we're so thankful for all that. So folks, thank you for watching. We greatly appreciate it. Stay alert on social media. Follow Marietta Blue Devil Football, as the schedule will be coming up shortly, and Coach will be putting out the information for the banquet. So stay alert to that, and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, or X, formerly Twitter, and all that information will be out. So once again, thank you so much for watching. On behalf of everyone at Marietta High School and Marietta Athletics, and for those you see and those you don't, I'm Ted Mayer. Stay well, stay safe, and go Big Blue.